1989
was and still is my favorite version of Batman.
You're out of your mind.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I respect it, but you're out of your mind.
Michael Keaton, especially for being such an left pick for Batman.
Especially at the time, because he was just a comedic actor at the time.
And it made me think so many things about Batman as a kid that I found out that weren't real, like the fact that Joker didn't kill his parents.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? It completely like turned a lot of, most people our age at least, and young, older people that were around in 1989 because we were -5.
Yeah, because my dad, what was that, 1989?
Yeah.
So my dad was 13. He said his uncle took him to that movie the day it came out.
And that has to blow some people's minds.
Yeah.
Just based off of the fact that the most recent portrayal of Batman on screen before that was doing the go-go dance with Cleopatra.
Yeah, very different tones.
Yeah.
Very different Batman. This is when Batman was started to being taken serious as a character.
And all due respect to Adam West, his Batman has a place in time and a very fond place in a lot of people's hearts. But if we're talking what is loyal to the character of Batman, that one didn't really get anywhere near as close as Keaton's did.
Yeah.
And that was still pretty far off.
And Batman wasn't even looked at as a serious character until the Keaton movie.
No, because of 1966 TV show, it was a joke.
Yep.
And it took a long time for the comics to fix that.
Yep.
And then I can't remember the name of the producer, but he has produced every Batman film because he made it his life's work to make a serious Batman film. He even teaches a college class about Batman.
Wow.
Like, he is that dedicated to Batman. He was so irritated with the way that he was portrayed in the 1966 show that he made it like his life's goal to change how Batman was perceived.
Right.
And kudos to the dude because it fucking worked.
And it worked, yeah. And this Batman 1989 is the reason why we have Batman the way he is now.
Yes.
Every iteration, every dark iteration is because of Tim Burton.
I'm actually starting to think that we actually need to touch this one and Returns on this episode because we still need to fit in Affleck. I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
Those are like short enough to where we can.
That's fair as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
How would you like to do this? Are we just touting our opinions, or are we delving into it the way we do with other films?
We can do that.
This is going to be a long night. All right, so.
We won't go like too far off of the fucking deep end, but
Okay.
we'll go.
Do you remember the opening shots of this film?
Oh, we're going scene by scene?
No, just in general. Like,
Okay.
Do you remember?
I don't remember the opening. Was the opening the two thugs that he, like, rounds up on the roof?
See, it has been a little too long since I've watched
Okay,
it.
let's not do it this way then.
So,
Let's talk about the characters.
okay. So, most of the casting was spot on. The only one that really felt super out of left field was Michael Keaton at the time.
Yeah, and there was a lot of backlash at the time.
Yes.
Without the internet.
And it was even weirder because of the fact that they were considering Bill Murray as Batman as the alternate.
Yeah, Bill Murray was the alternate, and you know who was the alternate for Joker?
Yes.
John Lithgow.
There was also another one.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the one that I thought would be more likely.
Yeah.
John Lithgow I love too, though.
I want to say John Lithgow was was really close to signing on
Oh,
before Jack Nicholson. They backed out the last minute.
well, and Robin Williams was so hurt by the fact that he was pushed away because they threatened Jack Nicholson with replacing him with Robin Williams that when they actually came back to him to play the Riddler, he said, fuck you, basically. Because he was supposed to take Jim Carrey's spot as the Riddler, too.
Okay.
But that just soured everybody's relationships.
Yeah.
So, also, what film was it that Willem Dafoe was potentially to play the Joker? Like, there were talks that far back. I'm pretty sure it was 89.
It wasn't 89.
No?
No.
Because that's the only other version of Joker we've gotten other than
It might have
Ledger.
been 89. I don't think it was actually ever serious.
Yeah.
I think it was just rumors.
But that cackle alone would be perfect.
Yeah.
Nicholson was even then kind of a surprise because it was strange for them to go the mobster route.
Yeah, he was straight like that suave, like gangster.
Yeah.
Still like cheesy and over the top, but
Well,
his style was of that gangster type.
especially after the chemical bath, which was
Yeah.
the one thing that was the most faithful version
Oh yeah.
of the Joker. which
Especially
we
like when
haven't
his
gotten
hand pops out.
to. Oh,
It's all like green nails and shit.
I really, really, really want an Ace Chemical bath for whoever the fuck plays the Joker
No.
with the Batman. Why not?
No.
Give me a why.
I think that I don't know because just like I've said, like with how grounded it seems they're going with that movie, I don't think that really would fit. I really don't.
So do you think they just go with someone who's like mentally deranged?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even want the chemicals to alter their brain. I really just want an explanation for why the skin is so fucking pale. They'll come up with some like scientific mumbo jumbo like McGregor syndrome.
I just think he'll just paint his face.
That's fair too.
Yeah. Because Heath Ledger's face was just painted. They never fucking delved into it at all. It was just how he was. They never explained why he put the makeup on or anything.
That one fit the world so perfect though.
That could fit this too.
It could.
Yeah.
I just, it's so.
I think I think the chemical thing is too far out for what they're doing with this.
It's fair.
I think it would fit. Well, obviously it did because for the Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Getting back to 89.
You said Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto, the
Oh.
sexiest man alive.
Who the fuck ever said that?
Him?
Did he really?
I'm sure he did. He looks like the kind of guy who would do that.
He looks like he would tout the dialogue from Silence of the Lambs or Clerks 2.
Would you fuck me?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I mean, I do that.
I do it in front of my wife as a joke, and I tuck my dick between my legs.
Do you really?
Sometimes.
Oh God. I've never actually. I'm gonna try that tonight.
It's not
Does
fun.
it make you
kinda
feel
hurts.
empowered?
No.
Okay.
Makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay. This is what I look like with a vagina.
Oh, okay. Won't even. There were.
Batman.
All right.
Do you want to get nuts?
Was Vicki Vale? That was from 89.
That was Vicki Vale. That's Kim Basinger.
Eminem's mom.
Eminem. Feminem.
Eminem's mom.
Yeah.
The guy who played Commissioner Gordon is one of the only actors, along with Alfred, that didn't change through all 4 movies.
That's true. But both of them stood the same.
Yeah.
Which is like the only connective tissue to say like, oh, this is supposed to be like the same fucking series.
Right. I kind of wish they would have cast somebody better for Gordon. He was too fat.
That's fucked up.
It's fat phobic. Fucking sue me.
It's fat phobic. He's too old, I think. Because I'd like to picture a Gordon that's old but still like able to fuck shit up if need be. Even though he's a bitch in the Arkham games.
Well, dude, he would. I don't know if you ever saw. I want to see a Batman film where Gordon takes over as Batman for a short time because he did it in the comics.
Oh
It's
my
fucking
God.
bananas.
Jeffrey Wright.
Could you imagine him getting swole to fit in a bat suit? That'd be insane.
Fucking wild. But yeah, I agree. The Gordon, I think, was... I think it fit the world that he was building at that time.
But I felt like it fit the Schumacher films better than it fit the 89 and Returns.
I could see that. I think Alfred's the other way. I think he fit the Tim Burton movies more than he'd fit the Schumacher ones.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is a straight fucking old man, straight butler Alfred.
Yeah, he reminds me of the butler from Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
The old Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Like, this Alfred was not in the Special Forces.
No.
He wasn't doing that shit. He was just fucking being a butler.
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves, yes.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit, too. Like, no one talks about this Alfred.
He dead, right? Oh, he got it.
He died.
I was like, he has to.
He died. But yeah, no one talks about him. I feel like he's underrated. He really is the heartfelt, like, you feel safe with this Alfred.
I think we at least need to know this man's name for a moment.
Alfred.
Yeah, just Alfred. Michael Go?
Let's see. That's spelling. Michael Go. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. He was fantastic. I forgot Billy D. Williams played
Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent in this film. But that's also a really out there casting.
It really is, and he wasn't in. Well, he was in Returns more than this one, right?
I believe so, because they thought they were setting up the next film, which would have had Two-Face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but we'll get to that next week. Sneak peek.
I'm trying to think of what other big castings were in this film.
Prince made the soundtrack.
Prince made the soundtrack?
Prince made like the theme, like one of the big songs for the movie.
I will say this is where we did get the Danny Elfman score that has become so iconic.
That's the theme song that he made for this is like the only theme you think of when you think of Batman.
Oh, 100%. It's only. Like it's put in video games. It's like the soundtrack for the Lego Batman video games. Like it's constantly playing to the point where it makes you nauseous.
Yeah. Danny Elfman's a legend.
He is fantastic. I mean, they even brought him in for Justice League, and he put a little bit of that same score into the Justice League.
And not only that, he created another iconic theme song.
Give me a moment. Back to the Future? No.
Come on.
Danny Elfman.
Come on, bro.
Do it louder.
Spider-Man!
The Raimi's?
Yeah!
Oh, shit.
Fuck!
I almost want to look up his catalog
You
now.
don't deserve to be on this podcast.
Probably not.
Yeah, he made the Spider-Man theme.
That's wild.
2 superhero themes that are iconic.
I could have sworn he had done... I mean, I'm sure he has a lot more claims to fame
sure.
than that, but, I mean, it's not like John Carpenter with Star Wars.
No, it's John Williams.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, John Carpenter's Halloween.
That's fucking awful.
Still iconic, though.
You can tell it's been a long day.
Yeah. It's been a long fucking day.
It's been a long day, mate.
But yeah, all these things and Tim Burton's direction, just all these things I think came together for to create the perfect fucking storm.
Yes, and I mean, this is looking at things through rose-tinted glasses because after these films, I feel like his catalog started to go downhill.
Yeah, I think there was a couple after this that still... Well, Beetlejuice was before... No, it was after. Right after.
And then Nightmare Before Christmas is obviously fantastic.
And he didn't even direct that.
He had some...
Little known fact, he produced it. And he developed a story, I think, but he didn't direct it. A lot of people think he directed it, but he did not.
Frankenweenie. Corpse Bride.
There's another...
The first Alice in Wonderland. The second one was kind of meh.
Yeah. That Barber movie. Johnny Depp.
Barber movie?
Yeah, he's a barber, isn't he not?
Okay, there's 2 possible movies you could be talking about here. You could either be talking about Sweeney Todd.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Or, technically, you could be talking about Edward Scissorhands.
Oh my god! No, Edward Scissorhands probably his...
Fucking G.
That's the most iconic Tim Burton movie, I think. A character, I mean. Edward Scissorhands.
Character?
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands. That could be another fucking segment for another... the most iconic Tim Burton character. But for me, it has to be him.
Yeah. You definitely see his style in his 2 Batman films.
Oh, yeah, especially with, the Gotham itself.
Oh, yeah. More so in Returns, though.
Yeah, he definitely went all fucking out with that.
Yeah, they gave him a lot more leeway on that one. Which was the last time Warner Brothers gave anybody leeway.
Yeah, nah, fuck you.
After that, they put... Actually, that's not true.
They gave Joel Schumacher pretty fucking free reign, I feel like.
They said, hey, make it kid-friendly, and you can do whatever you want.
And he did whatever he
The next person they gave free reign was Zack Snyder. I almost said Scott Snyder. He wrote comic books.
I feel like they gave Nolan free reign on his trilogy. I mean, they're pretty...
That's true. I am overlooking a lot.
Yeah.
But why is it Batman's one of the only characters they give people free reign for?
I don't know, because they did the same thing with Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
He literally looks like he did whatever the fuck he wanted with that, which is fucking wild.
And then when it comes to Flash, they've gone through three, four directors.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues that because that's partly Ezra Miller's fault too.
Oh yeah, Patty Jenkins. They fucked her.
But then they gave her Freeman on 84, and then look how that turned out.
That was great, right? We've not gotten a Green Lantern movie since the other one because they can't decide what they want to do.
Yeah. I mean, look at the movie.
The Green Arrow film never got made because they weren't.
Escape from Supermax or some shit? Yeah.
Which, oh my God. The fact that there was ever...
You ejaculate in the movie theater if you saw that.
Dude, the fact that there was ever a Green Arrow film on the books pisses me off. Yeah. Like, oh.
And it's funny because I don't find him interesting at all.
I know, it's fucked up. And that's the thing, like, he could be done very well, just like a Batman, but...
Long behold.
Yeah.
But let's go over the story itself from this movie. And the ways it alters what we know.
Yes. So, from recollection, this is essentially Batman Year One. Where most of the police don't even still think he's real.
Yeah, and it is. But then at the same time, when you look at Batman, it doesn't feel like it's only his first. It's weird how they deal with it.
He definitely feels established. Yeah, but he's not. He's more of like a myth than an actual thing. Yeah, is what it feels like. Yeah. It's like maybe like first year might be coming to a close, but you still get his origin because we come around to him running into the Joker and everything. Yeah, and finding out that he killed his parents.
Yeah, which is a twist from because that's not how it is in the comics.
Because normally it's Joe Chill that kills,
which is a cool ass fucking name.
It is. It's weirdly like
erotic.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use, but we'll roll with it. Yeah. But it was definitely weird to even like go back now and look at it and realize that Joker never had a name before that.
Unless he has a name. Jack Napier. Yeah. Which is a dumbass fucking name.
Which the comics have adapted for certain storylines like The White Knight. Yeah. Which was actually a really good storyline. But going from there, so Joker is basically set up to fell by his boss, and Batman comes and crashes the party, knocks him into a vat of acid, and boom, we get like the Joker we know.
And that was actually a cool scene after he escapes, after he gets out of the vat of acid, and you see him in that like plastic surgeon's office. That was like that was pretty scary looking scene.
It felt fairly realistic too, like a mob doctor. Yeah. Like that kind of setup.
You just see what I'm working with. And he has a bunch of fucked up tools on the fucking cart.
I will say, I'm trying to remember like exact orders of a lot of things, which is impossible. But obviously Vicki Vale's a reporter and she's trying to... Initially, are they just trying to do a story on Bruce Wayne?
They're trying to do a story on Bruce Wayne, and then they get wind of the Batman, and then people are like drawing like supposed like pictures of him, and people are actually drawing like huge bats and shit like that.
Also, do you know that the picture of that sketch of the Batman, where it's like an actual bat in a suit, do you know, I can't remember who drew it, but I'm pretty sure that was Bob Kane's like original design for Batman. Yeah. And then Bill Finger came along and actually like fixed the shit.
Yep. Them two together created magic.
And that one still hurts me, honestly. Like the fact that Bill Finger didn't get credit until Batman vs Superman, like
it's rough. Fucked up. I mean, maybe because his last name is fucked. Finger.
No, it's Bob Kane just shoved him under the rug and took all the credit.
Yeah, I know.
It's massively fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fingering doesn't help.
Yeah.
No. Depending on who you ask.
Yeah. Yeah. And in this version, Bruce Wayne, I don't know what his personality is really. Like, cause he's all over the place.
He's nuts.
Yeah, he is.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Oh, I hope Robert Pattinson does that.
Honestly, I don't even want him to do it. I just want Michael Keaton to do it in the Flash film.
Oh, like right before they go on a mission or the final battle, he's like, "You want to get nuts?" Like he says it like that, and he's like, "Yes." It has to happen.
That was my favorite part of the Lego Batman film. It's like right at the very fucking beginning. He's all, Does he even say want to get nuts? It's just the let's get nuts
Yeah,
mix.
let's get nuts.
And I was like, that's fucking great.
It's fucking fantastic. But this Bruce Wayne he feels secluded at times, but then I don't know. It's hard. He's hard to read to me.
He's definitely more comfortable in his skin as Bruce Wayne than what you would want from a Batman.
Yeah, and his Batman is almost comedic in a way at times. I want to say
he definitely has one-liners.
Yeah.
Not nearly as bad as it would be 6 years later.
Oh yeah, not nearly. No, yeah, it was still walk the line.
Yeah, but I mean, it was tasteful. It wasn't nothing you couldn't get past.
And there was still a distinction between the two.
Yeah, I mean, dude, fucking Ben Affleck even got a couple of one-liners here and there. Barely, not as much.
Justice League.
He got him in BVS too.
When?
I'm a friend of your son's.
That wasn't a one-liner.
No, but like shit like that where you kind of felt the cheese. The
like
Martha
the
shit was cheese.
lightheartedness.
Yeah.
I love the Martha. I'll defend that line till the day I die.
I'll be honest, when I was in theaters, I thought it was the most clever thing in the world. I left the theater and I was like, that was fucking stupid.
Zack Snyder's a fucking genius. And then when he leaves, this guy's a fucking idiot.
It was like, he ripped me off. It felt genuine for a moment. I was like, they have the same
What
name.
makes it worse is the way he looks around after. He's like...
all right.
Yeah, enough of that.
So yeah,
I love after Jack Nicholson, after he gets into the bad acid. I don't know how far this is. This is when he introduces himself as the Joker. When he goes back into the office of his old boss.
Yes.
And you can call me Joker. Yeah. And he comes out of the shadows.
So my favorite thing with Jack Nicholson in this film was something that, like, I don't know why it didn't register in my head, but so they go to that art gallery that he breaks up where everything starts to devolve and everything. And I'm like, why doesn't he look like the Joker? Like, as a kid, like, it didn't register with me. And then all of a sudden it like wipes off like the skin colored makeup and I'm like, yo, yeah, this is fucking tight.
Yeah.
And see, that's the one thing I kind of wish we could get in a new Batman film, but I understand the realism and why that potentially couldn't happen.
The only way it could happen is if he already went through that and we don't see it.
Which is fine.
And he has makeup on like that, but it's rubbing off. And you can't tell whether or not it's the white makeup on top or the face makeup on top. That'd be kind of cool.
Would you be okay with that being the cameo?
Oh, yeah. I'm totally fine with that. That's
like him waking up in a hospital. Just that type of shit. Just explaining, like, you don't even need to see his
Joker?
Face. Yeah.
No. I don't want him interested. I literally want Batman to walk through.
It's coming.
Well, yeah, I would literally want Batman to walk through Arkham to go talk to Riddler, and then he passes the cell to Joker, and the Joker gets his attention, just says a couple words, and that's it.
That's fair.
But we talk so much shit, and we're like, we don't want Joker, but then as soon as we see him on screen, we'll be like, oh,
right. It's gonna be one of those things. As long as it's executed properly,
yeah,
it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I did think it was weird in the 89 version to give him such a weird trademark line.
Which was?
Have you ever danced with the devil in a pale moonlight?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's not Joker-esque.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. It's Jack Nicholson-esque, but...
It is. It's very serial killer calling card type shit.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but, like, he's the Joker. Tell a fucking joke. Yeah. That's one thing.
He never tells a joke.
The Joker. I've never heard the Joker tell a joke.
Holy shit.
The only time I ever remember there being, like, a semblance of a joke is in The Killing Joke.
At the end.
Yeah. When Batman potentially kills him.
And then that's the first time he made Batman laugh.
I know.
He's like...
Well, I thought it was perfect because it's like, okay, he broke Batman's. Batman's like, I gotta kill you now.
Like, you made me laugh? All right.
I would love to see The Killing Joke on, like, live action, too.
You could. Would you include the scene of Batman banging Batgirl?
That is not in the comics, just so we're clear.
I know. It's in the
No,
cartoon
I would
movie.
not include that.
Maybe uncomfortable, but aroused in sort of way.
See, I can get behind... Well, and he's fucked her in the comics, too, so it's like...
Has he?
Oh, yeah. But not that comic. But it was like
Well, then why the fuck?
it was like a fuck you thing to Dick Grayson at the time.
Damn, that's cold.
Bat family got some issues.
Apparently,
Some bat incest.
bat incest.
It's wrong.
Yeah,
It's raw and
I
wrong.
wonder if he did it wrong.
He's Batman. Of course he did.
Yeah,
I pulled out my bat condoms. Never leave without them. It's rough.
yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
It's no worse than the credit card.
Credit cards. I'm telling you, if they fucking
No, I don't want it.
all of
Just
them in a
fucking
scene,
don't.
you have one too. Yeah, I need it. I need it hard.
All right.
All right. This was the slow, sexy part of the fucking episode. Yeah.
So where do we go from there? The parade, basically. Well, we got the let's get nuts thing.
Well, fuck, the parade's at the end of the movie.
I mean, yeah, but there's not a whole lot of middle that I can remember.
I
Other than
remember
the art
when
thing.
Vicky went on a date with Bruce in Wayne Manor, and they sit at this long ass table. And
That shit was so cheesy.
Yeah.
I was like, it's dope, but I was like, why wouldn't you start out sitting next to her? Like, that's,
that was
it was great for comedy though.
Yeah, and then the let's get nuts part.
So it goes what you said, the art gallery, then let's get nuts. Joker comes in to basically kidnap her, not knowing that Bruce Wayne is Batman, and Bruce Wayne's ready to stand up, and he's like, I can't remember the whole what brought on the let's get nuts, like, do you want to get nuts thing? I know he like breaks a glass or a bottle.
I forget because he breaks the bottle. Then he's you want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts.
Come on.
And then he gets knocked out.
Yeah, then he gets knocked out. Is this when Vicki Vale, she gets kidnapped and then Joker takes her to like that restaurant or some shit, and that's when his crew comes in and starts spray painting everything with the Prince music playing? That was before, huh?
That's the art gallery.
Okay, that's our gallery. Okay.
And Batman rescues her from there. He does do something with her after that, though. I just can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But then I remember they go to the tower during the parade and everything, and they're spraying the laughing gas all over the crowd. And you get that iconic shot of Batman going up with the Batwing right over the moon. Still one of my favorite things. It's something they've recreated in the fucking Injustice video games. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And Batman kills Joker.
He does. No, Batman doesn't kill him. He fucking kills a lot of
He
people.
throws him off the fucking building. He's dead.
He kills a lot of people in those movies, specifically those first two movies.
Yeah, but if you don't address it, it's okay.
Yeah. Or if you say, I don't want to have to kill you, but I don't have to save you. Batman Begins.
I wasn't okay with that either.
Yeah.
Batman wouldn't do that.
It's a cop-out.
It is a cop-out.
It's a cop-out.
No, Batman would go out of his way to make sure that Ra's al Ghul stayed alive.
Yeah.
That's one thing that has always bothered me about that film.
Yeah.
Like,
so you killed him. You fuck.
it's murder by neglect.
It really is.
Like it wouldn't fucking haunt Bruce Wayne.
It's like Jigsaw saying, I've never killed anybody.
I mean, yeah, it's a good comparison.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like, that's the biggest cop-out of all time.
except for the fact, I mean, it's brilliant if you think about it as an excuse.
No, yeah, didn't fucking.
It's like they killed themselves.
You think the Riddler's gonna use the same excuse if he gets caught? He's basically a Jigsaw in that movie.
He basically is. But I will say that's one of the things I always found fascinating about him, especially because he has all of his followers believing it so much that they're the ones that end up putting people in traps for him, to where he really isn't doing anything except for making a recording.
He's basically Charles Manson.
Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic.
He's fucking psycho.
Quick side note: if you ever want to watch this
We've already
film-
been on a side note.
Oh, we've been on a lot of side notes. There's this film called Manson Family Vacation, and
Really?
Tobin Bell actually plays one of Charles Manson's like followers. It's kind of a like modern day followers, because he still had like a Manson family.
Oh, I was gonna say, when the fuck did this movie get made? Like
2014?
Okay, yeah. When you said he was a follower, I'm like, damn, this must have been made like in the fucking
No, like
70s when he was young.
it's modern day. Like it's crazy.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. Like it's not something I expected.
Huh.
But apparently it's legit.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's not a whole lot more to go over with the Batman.
No.
Or is it just Batman? It's just Batman.
It's just Batman. We can talk about where would you rank this in the grand list of Batman movies?
If we're being honest, while it's still my favorite.
It's your favorite Batman movie overall?
Currently.
Okay.
I'd probably put it at number 2, though. If I'm ranking it based off of, like, most impactful and what, like, I think it should be at.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And we're ranking the movie itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the rest of
the
Batman
movies,
films.
yeah.
And I think we've actually done this ranking before, and I think I ranked it at number 1. But I fight myself with The Dark Knight.
Okay. I would rank it 3. Yeah, I'd rank it 3 right now.
Do I have to wait a week or two to actually find out what takes the other 2 places?
Yes.
It'll probably be more than a week or two then.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair.
But then you never know. Like this new one might change a whole fucking everything.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to rank everything.